How do you go from breaking Allen Iverson's high school record, gaining millions of views on YouTube, and winning the NBA dunk contest, to an NBA afterthought? This is the story of Mac McClung. Believe it or not, Mac McClung was never supposed to be a basketball player. Because growing up in Southwest Virginia, there was one sport that every kid was playing: football. That said, McClung's mom, Lenore, wanted to give her son more exposure than just football. So Lenore enrolled him in a local youth basketball league in 7th grade, and the rest was history. From there, McClung's passion for football grew rapidly, and he started training regularly with the goal of one day playing in the NBA. And it didn't take long to realize there was something different about this kid. Cause once he started playing varsity basketball for Gate City High School, it was McClung's world, and everyone else was just living in it. See, in just his sophomore year, he was already throwing down emphatic jams and quickly becoming the talk of the town. During his junior year, McClung put up a career-high 64 points in a loss to Dan River High School, setting a new school record for points. However, this was just a preview of what was to come, as throughout his 2018 senior year, McClung continued to impress, leading to his most impressive accomplishment yet. He scored 1,153 points, shattering the Virginia High School League single-season scoring record, held previously by NBA Hall of Famer Allen Iverson. On top of this, he also capped off his high school career with a state championship win, scoring 47 points in the title game, breaking a VHSL all-classes scoring record for a championship game, this time held by former NBA player JJ Redick. Yeah, this kid was built different. He's doing things that even JJ Redick and Allen Iverson couldn't do. But McClung's basketball talent wasn't just making waves in Virginia, he was shocking the entire world. At the Ball is Life All-American Dunk Contest later that year, he shocked everyone to bring home the Slam Dunk Contest trophy, during which he beat out some formidable opponents, including current Houston Rockets guard Kevin Porter Jr. and Shareef O'Neal, son of NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal. As if this wasn't enough, McClung also took advantage of his popularity and made one of the best decisions of his life. He posted a YouTube video. To date, his senior year mixtape on YouTube alone has garnered over 3 million views, showcasing his impressive skills on the court and at the rim. But most importantly, it gained the attention of a very important person, Patrick Ewing, then coach of the Georgetown Hoyas. So the following year, McClung joined the Georgetown Hoyas, determined to continue his unfathomable success in a continued pursuit of his NBA dreams. That said, McClung's time with the Hoyas was not what he envisioned. During his freshman year, he only managed to average 13.1 points per game. Meanwhile, the team only had a 19-14 record. In other words, he went from the greatest high school season in Virginia basketball history and winning the state championship to mediocrity. Nevertheless, things were looking up for McClung as he moved into his sophomore season. Despite battling foot injuries in 2019, he managed to increase his average points to 16 per game. Most importantly, that's when McClung made a crucial decision. He was declaring for the 2020 NBA draft. There was just one small problem: no team wanted him. So unfortunately, he quickly withdrew his name from consideration and announced that he was transferring to Texas Tech. According to his agent, Daniel Hansen, McClung transferred to Texas Tech because he was looking for something that Georgetown could not offer: subscribing to the channel! Well, that and the opportunity to play a more facilitating role, possibly even as a point guard. See, rumor has it NBA scouts wanted to see if Mac McClung could progress as a playmaker. But while Georgetown wasn't willing to let him thrive as a playmaker, that didn't mean Texas Tech was much better. In fact, his assist average actually dropped from 2.4 to 2.1 per game. On the other hand, it wasn't all bad news. Luckily, McClung's popularity continued to grow online, and his knack for dunking was now at an all-time high. So much so that the views of videos featuring McClung, ranging from dunks to documentaries, were now in the hundreds of millions of views. Sheesh, my man was out there chasing clout, but rightfully so. Since that offseason, McClung has set his sights on achieving his ultimate dream of playing in the NBA again, this time declaring for the 2021 NBA draft. However, once again, things didn't go as planned. Spoiler alert, he went undrafted. Don't get me wrong, he was taking the internet by storm, but NBA scouts didn't want a fan favorite, they wanted a certified baller. And let's face it, Mac McClung's 6'2" frame and passing vision was still holding him back. Nevertheless, McClung joined the Los Angeles Lakers Summer League team, the South Bay Lakers, and took flight, during which he averaged 20 points per game and eventually received an offer for a two-way deal. In other words, it seemed like his hoops dream was becoming a reality. To make matters better, in December 2021, he was called up for his first NBA game with the Lakers. And to no one's surprise, he did what he did best, scoring a stunning reverse dunk to seal the Lakers' overtime win over the Denver Nuggets. But unfortunately, this opportunity turned out to be false hope. Soon afterward, McClung was later waived, and he hasn't played with the Lakers since. However, fear not. In April 2022, McClung's NBA journey continued with a one-game signing by the Chicago Bulls, where he scored 2 points in 3 minutes of action. Then afterward, he played with the Golden State Warriors during their preseason tour of Japan. Nevertheless, no team still wanted to take a chance on the undersized 6'2" guard, hailing from a small Virginia town. Yet, despite the challenges he faced, McClung remained determined to make a name for himself. Most recently, McClung got an opportunity with the Philadelphia 76ers G League affiliate, the Delaware Bluecoats. And this time around, he made the absolute best of the situation. During his time with the Bluecoats, he improved his game significantly, averaging 19 points, 5 assists, and more rebounds per game. But while his vast improvement unfortunately didn't impress any scouts, it impressed something even bigger: the NBA. So eventually he received a call that was his dream ever since he was a child. He was invited to participate in the 2023 NBA Slam Dunk Contest. So naturally, he accepted the invitation, becoming the first G League player ever to participate in the event. Only to make matters better, on February 14th, 2023, he signed a two-way contract with the Philadelphia 76ers for the rest of the season, becoming part of their roster but also available to the Bluecoats. It seemed like things couldn't get any better. Boy, was he wrong! Cause a few days after his big break, McClung cemented his place in dunk contest history with a performance for the ages. And let's just say, for a whole 30 minutes, he was the talk of the NBA world. For his first dunk, he stacked two friends high, soared over them to grab the ball, tapped the backboard, and then sank a reverse. Like, who does that? He then followed it up with a clean leap over a grown man's head with a full clutch, before finishing with a near impossible 540-degree dunk, a whole 1.5 rotations in the air. So afterward, he left the judges with no choice but to crown him the champion. And 19 out of 20 perfect scores later, Mac McClung became $100,000 richer. For reference, that's as much money as he's made in his entire NBA career to this point. Yet, what's equally as impressive are the raving reviews his performance garnered. Because not only did his performance revitalize the dunk contest, but it even caught the attention of NBA legends like Steph Curry and Shaquille O'Neal. So while it wasn't an NBA game, one thing became clear. If this dude could show up and obliterate other NBA players like Trey Murphy, Kenyon Green, and Jericho Sims in the dunk contest, then he deserves another shot in the NBA. Only little did Mac McClung know, this urge from the fans would eventually get through to the 76ers. Because with his publicity and confidence at an all-time high, he yet again got the opportunity to make his dream a reality. Just recently, on April 7th, 2023, McClung played his third ever NBA game with the 76ers against the Hawks. His first NBA action in over a year. With the entire starting five and the sixth man out, this was McClung's chance to make a name for himself and to secure a spot in the rotation. And although he only played a mere 8 minutes, he still found a way to contribute. Overall, he finished with 5 points, going 1 for 2 from the field, making 1 3-pointer and 2 free throws. Not too shabby for his first basketball game in what feels like ages. That said, Doc Rivers wasn't impressed. Rivers stated he tried too much with the ball and it's probably nerves. So once again, it seems like his NBA shot could be short-lived. Either way, we know 2 things for sure. Mac McClung is going to continue chasing his dream, and number 2, an invite to the 2024 dunk contest is in his future. All that to say, I'm not going to give up on this young baller. He's got the drive, he's got the fans, and if you ask me, he's got the skills to succeed in the league. Now we just gotta see if McClung can do what he does best: shock the world. And if you want to also see McClung's dream become a reality, there's one thing you can do: watch another one of our videos. So what are you waiting for? Help a brother out.